Om Shanti, The Art of Introversion, Part 2. Optimize your introversion. Don't let anyone ever tell you to change your introversion. It's such a huge advantage. However, it is important for introverts to optimize their introversion for strength. Here are a few tips for those of us with introverted tendencies to enhance our happiness. This can also create a more fulfilling spiritual practice in your lives. A. See your whole self. Within each of us lies a tendency to recharge our batteries through social interaction and affiliation with others, and another tendency to recharge on our own. Be honest with yourself about what you need in a given moment and allow yourself permission to have it. Understanding how your own tendencies to reach out or withdraw affect you is an important aspect of managing your own well-being. We live in a society that emphasizes more is more. But for introverts, less is more. Let go of the need to have many friends and cultivate deep connection with a selective group. B. Embrace your introvert strengths. Introverted behavior has an upside which often gets understated. Introverts tend to be better problem solvers, perform better academically, exhibit stronger regulation of their behavior, and are less likely to take risks that may cause them harm. Spending time alone and contemplating the meaning and the purpose of our lives is a necessity. Learn to embrace your unique introvert qualities and tap into the happiness they bring you. Whether that's teaching yourself something new, exploring nature on a solo trek, or cultivating your creative side. C. Act the part. Particularly when you're already going to be socializing, act the part of being an extrovert. This doesn't mean you should be inauthentic, but bring more of your real self. Be an extroverted introvert. Harness that rich inner world of yours and jump into the conversation more. Share your opinion, crack a joke, and take the spotlight every once in a while. And if you are not socializing much, encourage yourself to connect with others in the ways that will work for you. You will build your confidence as you see yourself being more sociable, and becoming the better version of yourself will become easier. D. Embrace the quiet interior. What we consider the spirit can even be as simple as our own creative energy as human beings, and understanding that energy takes inner reflection. Just like a scientist needs a quiet laboratory to study, to experiment, a spiritual person needs a quiet place to meditate on what lies within. You will find that many of the breakthrough experiences come during moments of solitude. And that's why Jesus went into wilderness for 40 days and nights. why Muhammad received the word of Allah in a cave, and why Buddha sat underneath a tree seeking enlightenment. Only by embracing the quiet moments in our lives can we open our eyes and ears to a larger truth. E. Develop your critical thinking skills. Introverts tend to think deeply about their own beliefs, and it's easy for us to struggle with doubt, especially if we feel alone in an extroverted spiritual community. But doubt isn't a bad thing. It's natural, and when it's a great teacher for a person of faith. While an extrovert might find it easy to get swept along with the crowd, an introvert has the chance to sit back and observe in silence. From this spot in a community of believers, it's possible to recognize when something needs to be called out, like an act of hypocrisy or a community leader that goes a step too far. Sometimes no one else is willing to acknowledge these incidents, and an introvert's inner compass can benefit the entire community. In this way, we can develop our conscience and be useful to others without necessarily participating in every event or ritual. F. Live out your beliefs with good works. It's not enough to forge your own spiritual connection to the divine. It may be displayed publicly. Such a demand can be tiring to any introvert who wants to worship or contemplate in their own private space. But we can make our beliefs heard in another way, through our actions. In many cases, this can be as simple but profound as taking care of our brothers and sisters. Nearly every religion has a tradition of almsgiving, service, or community support. So, you can give help in the form of charity. Introverts have a unique gift and ability, as well as unique needs. There is no right way to be human, and we are all just trying to do our best. On our journey of life, there will be many voices telling you that you must change who you are in order to be successful, happy, or accepted. Don't listen to them. Your introversion is not a flaw. It's not something that needs to be fixed. It's a part of who you are. And as you learn about yourself, it will give you gifts that you can in turn pass on to a busy, tired, stressed world outside. Within all humans is a piece of the divine waiting to be uncovered, and your journey is just getting started. Om Shanti.